How you guys doing? This is Derek with Dolan Woodworking. Today we're going to be looking at the Carbonox watches. These are both the Blaze series. This is the type S, which stands for square. And this is type R for round. Now, this one here is the round, pretty basic. R stands for round. This is on. It is the feature where it is always on, which I'm a big fan of. If you can see it, it does show the time. I like that because 90% of the time I look at my watch, all I really want to know is the time. If you want it to wake, you can just tap it and it does wake up. Shows your watch face. Now you can set it so that every time you raise your wrist, it comes on. I have this one on like that. I went back and forth because I kind of like both of them depending on what I'm going to be doing. For work, I kind of like it so that it's always on, just showing me the time. I also feel like the battery would last even longer if every time I moved, it didn't wake up and show me my whole screen. Because half the time I don't really need to look at that. I'm really just looking for the time. But then I can just tap it if I want to look at it to know my steps, anything like that. Let's go over some of the features though first. Now the square is what is on my wrist right now, so let's pop that off. This has the always on display as well. Let's black out the screen. It shows the time up in the corner, and then when you tap it, that is the watch face I chose to have on here. Now both of them come with this rubber watch band, which I actually really like because it has a little stretch to it. Now I've had G-Shock watches where honestly to this day I am the size in between two of the notches, which is super frustrating because one is too tight, one is too loose. This gives you the ability to kind of stretch it to the next one, and it's really comfortable because it's not too tight. And it's also not loose enough that it's always moving around on you. So let's go over some of the features because I really like these things. Let's open this up. Now to start out with, the packaging is great. Nice small box. It comes with this, which has the manual in it. There's also a screen protector for each one inside this package. And it kind of tells you how to link it and stuff like that. The watch comes in here with no band on it. Then you just pull this out. And then I put the charger and the band back in there, but that is how it is all packaged in. You can see that it's all nicely fit in there. Nothing's being jostled around, anything like that. So the packaging is great. This is the exact same thing. One recommendation I would say is take your time when installing the screen protectors. I did mine a little fast and I got a piece of dust under. I should have taken my time and cleaned it better. That's totally on me. So a couple cool things about these. It is made from like titanium and aluminum. It is super durable. It is waterproof, shockproof, all of it, you know. And I did put this one to the test. I wore it while I was swimming, and it worked fine. Nothing happened to it. You do drain the water. You activate the water thing, and it vibrates the water out and it makes a noise. It says to shake it if you want to make it go quicker, but you don't have to. And they're also dust proof. These are made to be super rugged for construction, concrete. If you work like a blue collar job where you're gonna hit it, it's gonna fall, you're gonna bump it. This will definitely withstand all of those things, which is why I was a big fan to get these. I look forward to using them here in the shop. Like I said, I've actually been I wore this one for 4 days and then I wore this one for a week and then I switched back to this one. It's hard. I can't really decide which one I like more. I thought I was gonna like this one more, but I also like the look of the classic round watch. So I honestly can't really decide. I'm still in between, but I like them both. This watch band was pretty cool because you kind of tighten it. As you pull, it goes through these kind of loops. And then this swings up and this just goes in one of the loops. I threw this on really quick just to try it, and then I didn't end up removing it because I liked it. But this also comes with the same band as this one. These are the standard ones that come with it. It comes with, if you buy the kit, now this comes with if you purchase the band kit, or if you purchase the whole kit with the band kit. These are all the bands that it comes with. This one is Velcro, but like a really good high quality Velcro. And then there is a camo one, which is also Velcro. The blue one, which is similar to this one here. And then there's a sweet carbon fiber one, which I thought about putting on. And then there's also it looks like it's a magnetic, like metal, classy looking one. I haven't taken that out of the package because there's smaller parts in that and I don't want to lose that. So overall, I would really recommend these. I'm excited to put these to the test. Now, there is Bluetooth calling. That's one of the coolest parts is my G-Shock obviously never paired anything. So these, you do get your text messages right to your wrist, goes off, you can read them. It does have Bluetooth calling as well. You can make calls, you can talk to people on the phone right from it. It's super easy to pair. It takes me like probably 30 seconds to unpair this one and pair this one. It would be cool if you could have them both paired, but it'd probably get pretty difficult because your notifications and calling would go to both watches at the same time, which probably would get a little crazy if you were like at home and both your watches were there. But what's really cool is that these also have the heart rate, the blood oxygen tracking, and also the, it's the blood pressure and then oxygen monitoring and sleep too. So it can do all of those features in this little watch, which is extremely rugged. Like I said, I'm excited to put it to the test. We're gonna do some work here in the shop, but there's a ton of different watch faces, which I will show you. There's a bunch of different ones for round and square, ton to choose from depending on what you like to look at. You can choose a more basic one that just shows you just a couple details or just the time, or you can choose one that's got it all, your heart rate, the weather, it even pairs to as well. Your blood pressure, oxygen. You can choose ones that have everything. You can choose the analog watch or the digital. It's super easy to switch the watch face. You can choose like your favorite three. You just hold your finger on here. Hold your finger on it. Does that. And then you can scroll, depending on which one you want. There's a bunch already programmed in, but I believe starting here, yeah, starting on this one were ones that I chose to have on here if I liked them, or if I wanted to change it. I kind of like that because it was kind of like the analog and digital. Kind of looked a little classy. So I would highly recommend these watches, especially if you do a job where you need a rugged watch. I'd highly recommend these.